On that promise today. Joining me now, John Yob, former political director for the McCain campaign, McCain-Palin campaign. You're from Michigan. Your dad was a Republican official out here. You were in headquarters, but you disagreed with the decision to pull out.
I did.
Let's talk about it.
And it's important that people understand the context under which the decision was made. You know, it was announced on the exact same day that Palin was having her national debut for the vice presidential debate. So, and it's a debate that I think she did very well in, but in the debate, along the scroll on the bottom of the screen, it said McCain is pulling out of Michigan. So in some ways, the campaign stepped on her national debut.
And she certainly felt pretty angry about that. Of course, they say that she didn't understand the national strategy. They didn't understand that. She didn't understand that they were behind, and why spend money in Michigan when you weren't going to get these electoral votes. Let's share with our viewers what she wrote about it in Going Rogue. She wrote that she had suggested, of course, to the vice presidential staff that they do something in Michigan. She said she understood that the funding wasn't there, so I suggested to the VP staff that the next time we had an official event near Michigan, we pass the hat for gas money and just do a quick trip across the border to snap one off-the-record photo at a cafe or a gas station. Maybe hold a quick grassroots rally. I thought we could send a positive message to the state that way, show the people that our campaign really did care about their votes. It would be fast, it would be free, it would be mavericky. What could be the worst that could happen? We'd maybe get a few more votes. Headquarters said no.
I think there's something to be said to the fact that had she come back, there would have been some energy brought back to Michigan, and it's possible that comeback could have occurred. But really, to me, the decision is whether or not you publicly announce it. Whether or not you reduce advertising buys in a state is one decision, but whether or not you hold a press conference on the phone the day of a vice presidential debate is completely another. And I think that's really the wrong decision that was made.
John, let's talk about some of the score settling that's gone on in this book. Do you think it hurts her politically? What do you think her political future is?
Well, I think it certainly helps her sell books, and you can see today and you can see across the country that that's happening, so I think she's successful in that regard. As to whether the score settling is good politics, I think that remains to be seen. Certainly they stepped on her news coverage. Certainly in some ways they leaked against her and mistreated her, and what comes around goes around in American politics, and I think it's going around right now.
Do you see her as a national candidate?
I think she's got a lot of potential to be a national candidate in the future. As to whether she decides to go down that road or not, I'm not sure. But certainly you can't count her out. You can't count out any conservative as long as Iowa is the first state in the country, whether that's Sarah Palin or whether that's Rick Santorum. You can't count out a conservative in this business.
Okay. John Yob, thank you very much for joining us. And when we come back, we'll take a look at